how do you know you should write a diversity statement? And what constitutes diversity? Where should I write one? And I think that really is the key question here. And I'll just start off saying anybody can write one. Literally anybody can write a diversity statement. The question is how you frame it, what you choose to write about. As for the categories of race and ethnicity, typically for diversity statements, they are looking for underrepresented racial and ethnic groups. So if you're white, if you're Asian, chances are you may be overrepresented. And as such, that's not really what they're looking for with the diversity statement. You can argue or debate that all day. The question is, this is just how it is. And you can inquire to them on their specifics as to what they're looking for, but that's my general understanding of the situation. Again, not arguing pros or cons, simply describing. Now, underrepresented groups typically are just considered African American or Black, Hispanic, Native American or Indigenous peoples. Nod to the Canadians, those are often referred to as First Nations in Canada. As for gender, sexual orientation, they're typically looking for LGBTQIA+ or non-binary. Those are some criteria to consider. If that applies to you, you may want to write about that. That fits squarely within what I would think is the conventional understanding of diversity statements. Socioeconomic status, typically if you've been disadvantaged in some way and that can show you help you bring about a unique perspective, that may be what they're looking for. For age, typically older, non-traditional applicants are considered perhaps more unique or as bringing a unique perspective to the school. So if you're a so-called KJD, meaning you're going directly from college to law school or from undergrad to law school, that's not that unique. Typically older applicants, non-traditional with some work experience, may apply there. As for the other categories, we can discuss the specifics. Those are typically less commonly used for diversity statements, but you very well could. A couple of other things to consider with regard to religious beliefs. I'll touch on that for a moment. That could be anything. So if you're a hardcore atheist, you could write about that. If you're a rather spiritual person, you could write about that. It's all about the unique perspective that you bring. I also want to call out the categories of neurodiversity, like if you have ADHD, dyslexia, other unique ways of thinking about or seeing the world, that could be a topic as well. So I'm just kind of listing all of these to give you some ideas. If you want to write a diversity statement, those are some ways you might want to go about it. Those are some potential topics. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.